We had the great privilege of working for Wampold Company with the Renaissance Project several years ago. And when this opportunity arose, they got back in touch with us, and here we are, the consultants for the WATERMARK Hotel. When you walk in and you feel the history of the building, but it feels so fresh, but you feel the vibe of the 1920s and the 1930s with the way that the design is created, and the artistry follows.
We wanted to set the bar high. We wanted Baton Rouge to be a destination and to celebrate it through not only local artists, which would be one way to tell the story, but weaving in a historical context that touches on the commercial, the agricultural, and the artistic richness of what this city has to offer.
But we were able to use the artist hand, which is so important when you're telling a story like this. It's so important to bring it back to the process and to be authentic and to create something that feels real.
Where you feel like you're in that artist's studio, you're seeing this classically rendered painting, all the way to you're watching something that looks like it's moving out of the corner of your eye, and you stop and you realize it is. And it's not a digital screen. It's not something you're used to seeing. It's actually a really old process of lenticular.
And with the challenge of historical references. So when you look at it, you see that there's a Lady Liberty, but she has a Mardi Gras mask on. And then there's the mother pelican feeding her baby, but she's feeding the baby Louisiana Purchase coins. And all of this was just back and forth, really to, again, what Chelsea's saying, to bring you back in, to look again.
It would be iconic whether it was in Baton Rouge or not. It just happens to be an iconic part of the downtown landscape. And what better way to respond by putting the property on an elevated international scale to make sure the artwork matches that while still honoring a local collection. So everyone from our Swiss painter, Bernard Kilchman, to the printer in Canada who's sourcing imagery from Italy through the lens of Doug Dedivo, who's art directing with Ann. That doesn't just happen. That is magic. And that type of magic is the only way we can bring our A game to a project like this.